Hi guys, I'm DrHans and welcome to my channel here on YouTube. This is DrHans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. Do you want to learn more about beer and how to become a better brewer? Consider becoming a subscriber. Here on my channel you can expect grain to glass videos like this one, beer reviews, gear reviews, experimental videos, DIYs and more. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider becoming a subscriber and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything when I post a video like this one. And of course, a thumbs up goes a long way, or a double thumbs down, of course, if you didn't like it. So, today we're trying out my Balder single malt, single hop beer. If you follow my channel, you might have seen that I received a big sack of malt, 25 kilos of malt from Warbro Kvarn, the Balder Pilsner malt. Quite an interesting malt because it ain't refined as modern malt. This is an old type of grain malted here in Sweden. So I wanted to start experimenting a little bit with it. First I thought I would try to do like a simple smash beer. Smash stands for single malt, single hop. So this is quite simple recipe. If you haven't seen the video where I talk about the malt and received a big bag of malt, I will put a card up and a link down below to that video so you can go in and check it out. But today we're gonna focus on my first brew with the Balder Pilsner malt. So we're gonna see some brewing footage and then we'll come back and pour the beer. I have the beer here on tap, so I thought I'm gonna do the video up here. It was quite a long time since I done a video from this spot. So guys, I hope you will enjoy the brew day. There's so dark outside, so yeah, can't see anything. But this is 5 kilos of Balder Pilsner malt. That's it. So I'm just gonna crush it up. So we're gonna crush it up, mash it in. Yeah, mash in, say 66-ish. Do a mash out at 76. The first step, at least like 75 minutes, and then 10 minutes mash out, and then it's gonna sparge it, bring it up to boiling temp, and then leave for tomorrow morning. Yeah. One thing I found about the Balder malt while milling, that it takes forever. Haven't done any adjustments on the mill, but it takes forever to crush the grains today. Don't know why. It's working, it's looking fine in there, but it takes a very long time. So either something is broken or the battery. Well, yeah, it's just a thought. I have 20 kilos left of the Balder Pilsner malt in here, so yeah, I have a lot of time to try that theory out. Let's get crushing again. So, second day, I've been reducing the wort down to the max mark there. So now I'm just gonna add everything I will need. Okay, better. So everything goes in now. So we're sanitizing everything. You don't have to wait to 15 minutes to add all of it. I know my system, so it ain't the problem with the volume increasing by adding some stuff. So at 60 minutes we will be adding Saaz hops, 3%. It's a 100 gram pack, so I will use it all. 50 minutes 50 gram, 50 minutes 25 grams, and like 5 minutes 25 grams. It's a low alpha acid hops, so I'm gonna need a lot of It's at bittering. It might be a waste of hops, but couldn't bother looking for another variety, sorry. And yeah, this also of course makes it a smash beer. So it's not about being lazy really, it's more like doing a smash with the single malt Balder and the, you saw some proteins there, the single malt Balder and yeah, the single hops pellets of Saaz 2017. So that's give us a smash beer, single hop, single malt. Okay, 50 minutes addition. That's 25 grams of Saaz hops. I added some yeast nutrient and protafloc as well. And hook up the rest of the circulation now. Start circulating to sanitize all the lines and the pump. Okay, we're circulating. 5-minute addition. 25 grams of Saaz hops. I have no idea why I'm using the hop spider today and the whirlpool. I don't need it, but it's in, and this really nice hop spider with the coarse net, so it's a very good flow. It's much better than my old one. Okay, it's been a long, stressful day. I don't talk so much about that, but I'm giving the wort a 1-minute blast of oxygen. I have an aeration stone on the other end going down there, bubbling slowly. So guys, there was the brew footage, and now it's time to pour the beer, taste it, give it a review, and then of course we're gonna run through the recipe. The recipe on this one is quite simple, but yeah, let's do it. So, giving it a pour. And I haven't used any findings in this, but it has been sitting in the keg for quite a long while. As usual, it's a little bit lighter in real life than you see it on camera. It's a clear looking beer, if you can see it. Beautiful 1-finger white head. We have a like straw colored beer. Let's give it a nose. Do get like citrusy, some nutty sweetness, some breadiness. Can you say breadiness? Of course you can. Breadiness. You can say, you can put ness after like anything. Or is it iness? Breadiness. And then it's a flavor or a fragrance. It's so simple. Yeah. So, okay, bready, sweetness, some maybe lemony, lime. Looks the part, smells really refreshing. This is a lager, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that. And this is 4.7%. So it's a quite sessionable beer. Okay guys, let's dive in. Okay, so it's quite hoppy. You get that like a Pilsner character from it. It has a good bite on the bitterness. So, and that like citrusy, lemony get enhanced by the bitterness. It's a little bit more complex than usually I think like a single malt beer with Pilsner malt would be. So it's refreshing, has a nice lingering bitterness, yeah, and the little bread sweetness. I wanted to say like nutty, but I think I want to pick that up because I read that the malt should give that, but I don't know. So it's like a bold Pilsner because of the, it's a little bit more bitter, I think. Not IPA bitter, but it's a bitter Pilsner. And it's, the hops really shine through. So let's talk a little bit about so it's a really nice, easy drinking, more of a summer beer than a winter beer, but really nice brew. If you want it more to style, you could cut off like the last hop addition, I think would help. But as for a beer and hop lover, I really like the sharpness that the extra hops brings. Nice. Great job, doctor. Okay guys, let's go through the recipe, but this recipe is quite a simple one, so I really shouldn't need a sheeting paper here on the iPad, but I promise I will get something wrong. So I used 5 kilos of Pilsner malt, and this is for like a 23-liter batch. That would be 11 ounces. So 100% of the Balder Pilsner malt. I used 50 grams of Saaz at 60 minutes. 60 gram would be like 1.76 ounces. That, according to Beersmith, brought 16 IBUs. Then I used 25 grams at 50 minutes. 25 grams would be 0.88 ounces. And I did the same at 5 minutes, so 25 grams there also. This was pressure fermented in my fermentosaurus with the Bohemian Lager and Saft Lager W3470. So you see, it was nice there. So I had the sheet. So I always get the numbers wrong on that yeast. The OG on this was 1046. I have like a very steady efficiency. My normal efficiency for barley beer should be 78. On this one was 69. And I have, after this one, I have been brewed with this malt a bit. So you're gonna see it in the future in some other grain to glass videos. So don't forget to subscribe, guys, and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything. And of course, a thumbs up. Okay, sorry, focus. So I've dialed it in quite nicely now, the malt style, because this is you don't get the extraction like with a modern malt style. So and that's why I wanted to like keep it very simple the first time, so I will get to know the malt and dial in my numbers for my next brew, and for the next brew and the numbers have been fine. So I had to set back my efficiency 9% when using this, and then you can start dialing it in. I have like some Beersmith numbers because I made a profile on the malt. Don't know if anybody wants it. Comment down below, guys, if anyone wants the figures I'm running with here, because of course it's my system, but I think they are working. So the original gravity was 1046 and it fermented to 1010. This was fermented under pressure. I ferment with a lot of pressure, around 2.4 bars, so 2. till 2.4 bars. Okay, 2 to 2.4 bars. Damn it. Somewhere in that, and it was cold crashed, and this was transferred over to the keg, and it has been sitting for quite a while in the keg. I brewed this for over 2 months ago, actually, according to this. So it has been, you could say, lagering for quite a long time now, so it's actually very clear. It wasn't a start. I didn't use any finings with this. It's a very beautiful looking beer. If you want to brew this recipe, try it. It's a very good beer. If you want to dial it down a bit, just ditch the 5-minute edition, and you would be more like, I think, to the Pilsner style. But as for a summer beer with that little extra bite, it's a really refreshing beer, leaves your mouth salivate for more. So it's a really nice brew, guys. The recipe for this one is, of course, also on my Patreon page in the DrHans recipe book in the lager section. Otherwise, guys, that's it for this beer. Hope you liked the grain to glass videos. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a double thumbs down. If you aren't already, consider becoming a subscriber and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything when I post another video. So cheers, guys, and thank you so much for watching and commenting. I always comment back as soon as possible. So cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. DrHans out.